Namaste, good morning. Thank you for joining me for a little light yoga on this beautiful Tuesday morning. And thank you for being here. We're going to go ahead and begin with our easy pose, which means your legs are crossed, but if that doesn't suit you, you can be in any seated position that works for you. Do try to have a nice straight back and lift through the spine, lift through the top of the head. Let the top of the head just rise up a little taller than normal, and let your shoulders relax. And from here, we begin to breathe deep. Try to breathe deep into your deepest part of your belly and fill all the way up to the throat and even into the sinuses. As you breathe in, let it start at the bottom and elevator up all the way up. And then when you're ready to exhale, let all levels empty at the same time. You can blow out through your lips or breathe out through your nose, or you can do both. That's up to you. Good morning, Annie. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining me today. So we're just going to breathe deep. Hi, Audrey. And let that first breath pour in as you breathe in through your nose, deep into your deepest chakra, your root chakra, Muladhara. Go ahead and breathe in now. Let your exhalation be long and slow. Inhale, breathing in. Fill the glass of water. Exhale, long and slow. Bring your awareness to the part of your body that is asking for that next breath. As you exhale, squeeze all the old air out and just stay empty for a moment and notice the part of you that asks for the next breath. And then when you breathe in, send the air right to that spot. Remember, in yoga, we consider breath to be life itself, the essence of life itself. So it's called prana in Sanskrit. As you breathe in, every cell is given that life force. Every cell from your fingertips and your toes, inside, outside, the whole body is rejuvenated and revitalized. So keep that connection with your breath alive as we begin to move with the breath. We're just going to grab onto our knees, or if you're sitting in an armchair, you can grab onto the chair arms and just arch the back, look up at the ceiling, sway the back down and look down at your hips. Breathe in and out. Going for a little camel ride, just waking up the body, working out the kinks, letting the shoulders move back and forth. Breathe in and out. Beautiful. Come back to a neutral position. And let's see if we can move all the way around, sort of a Sufi grind movement, moving the torso around. Finding your hips, ground down into either your yoga mat or the chair that you're sitting in. And let's turn the Sufi grind the other direction, go around and around. Breathe a lot. And back around one more time the other way. Come around. And back to a neutral position. Take a moment to just be still, close the eyes, connect with your breath. And let's take a moment to bring our hands into a prayer stance and bow the head slightly. Take a moment to set your intention for today's yoga practice. What brings you to your mat today? What do you hope to achieve? Even if you can't put it in words, maybe it's just a feeling, a phrase, a single word. I am. Or peace. Health. Gratitude. It's Thanksgiving week. Let's go for gratitude. Why don't we? Beautiful. Let's lift the hands up and take our intention up into the heavens. Reach up. Breathe in big. Really expand your ribs. Breathe in. And bring it back down to your heart. Exhale. Bow the head. And sit in silence for just a moment. Sacred silence. Wonderful. Let your hands rest in your lap, palm up, and drop your head so your chin comes down towards your chest. Relax your neck completely. Let your head fall forward. Release your belly. Let the head be so heavy. Let it go. Let's take the chin 1 inch to the right. Stay right here, and as you exhale, let the chin come farther down. The top of the head comes farther down. Release your belly so your neck can fully let go. Let's go 1 more inch to the right. Now your chin is pointing a little bit towards your armpit. And slide the chin back slowly towards the middle and just stay here for a moment as you let your neck relax. Release your belly so your neck can let go all the way. And let's take the chin 1 inch to the left. Just take it a little bit to the left. Hold right here. Continue to breathe. And every time you exhale, let your chin and your whole head drop down a little farther. It's amazing how far it will go if you really relax the neck and the belly. Even with your back straight, your neck and head will drop way down. Nice. Let's go 1 more inch to the left. Now your nose or your chin points a little bit towards your armpit. Stay right here and breathe. Beautiful. And slide it back down to the center. Let's round the back, slump the shoulders, drop the head way down. And reach back with your dominant hand and squeeze and release the neck muscles. Give yourself a break this Tuesday morning. Release and relax the neck muscles, the shoulder muscles. Release all the way up to the base of the skull where the muscles connect right into the back of the head. Give yourself a little massage back there. Release your hands to rest in your lap. Begin to move your chin left and right all the way from shoulder to shoulder, back and forth, breathing as you move, moving as you breathe. Be gentle with your neck. Don't force anything. Just let the movement itself be therapeutic. And slowly begin to straighten the back and bring the head back to a neutral position, still moving your head left and right. Beautiful. Come back to center. Let's try just dipping the ear down towards the shoulder. Tilt your head over, lengthening through the side of the shoulder. And let's see if we can even reach up and gently, very gently, just urge the head over a little bit more, keeping that shoulder down, lengthening through the neck and shoulder area. Release the hand, bring the head back up, breathe. Exhale. Fill the lungs, expand the lungs, breathe. Let's tilt the head the other way. If you want, you can try reaching up and just gently urge the head over a little bit farther, lengthening through the side of the neck down to the shoulder. Keep the shoulder way down. Release. Bring your head back to neutral. And let's just look left and right. Breathe as you move. Full range of motion for the neck this morning. Give yourself a break, man. The neck holds so much tension. It's like our barometer. It lets you know when things are not right, when things are on the wrong side of your stress calm continuum. Yes. All right, back to the middle. Let's shrug those shoulders way up by your ears. Shrug them up and drop them fast as you exhale. Breathe in and drop them. One more time. Breathe in, shrug them way up. Let them go. Nice. Roll the shoulders up and back. And reverse. Beautiful. All right. Let's stretch out the legs. Begin to shake those legs a little bit. Give yourself some time to stretch those legs out. Shake them. Move them in and out. And be sure you feel that the whole leg unit is doing this movement of in and out, in and out. So it's really connecting up in the hips with where the bones fit into the hip socket. All right. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones if you find that that's helpful to you. And we're going to sit very, very tall as we can. Reach the arms straight up. Reach up. As tall as you can. Reach up. Breathe in. Exhale. Let's reach for the top of the wall across the room, a 45-degree angle. Keep your back really straight. Look down at your legs so that your neck is not in an awkward position. Stretch your fingers towards the top of the wall across the room, where the ceiling and the wall meet. The top of your head reaches in the same direction. Even though you're looking down, you're reaching, 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 reaching. And come back straight up, 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 up. Stretch up tall, breathe. And let those hands drift down to rest on the ground next to your hips. Yes. All right, let's take one leg in. And we're going to reach beyond the foot that's extended. Reach straight out beyond that foot, as if on the other side of your foot is a basket, like one of those gift baskets of fruit, with a banana right on top. You're going to reach for that banana. You can't quite reach it. Keep reaching. Look down at your legs so your neck is not in an awkward position. Keep reaching, 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 reaching. Keep breathing. Nice. Hands to the floor. Push yourself up, and let's try the other leg out and the other leg in. Reaching beyond your toes. Look down at your leg. Reach with the top of your head and your fingertips. Stretch. Reach. Keep breathing. Reach, reach, reach. Keep breathing. Nice. Hands to the floor. Push yourself up. Stretch those legs out, and we're going to open them up just a little bit, and we're going to bring our hands in between the legs. Walk your hands forward between your feet as far as you want to go, and then bring your back into a rounded posture, dropping the head, rounding the back. A lovely release for the lower back. Push your hands against the floor, bring yourself up. Let's take the right hand. Let me turn a little bit so you can see my left foot here. Take the right hand, we're going to reach to the outside, the little toe side of your left foot. So reach big and come over, grab onto the outer edge of your left foot with the right hand. And just give a little gentle pull. Your other hand can support you on the floor. And then look over your left shoulder. Stay here for 3 or 4 long, slow breaths. Pull against that little toe side of your foot. And then let go. Reach your arm up, up, up. And we're going to reach the other hand up now and over, reaching for the little toe edge of your left foot, right foot with your left hand. Look over your right shoulder, and your supporting hand is on the floor outside your knee somewhere, wherever you need it to be. for breath and stretch. Reach that hand up and back. Let's do it again. When you're ready, switch sides one last time. Very nice. All right. Now we're going to spread the legs a little bit wider into a full-on straddle. Now, if this is not a good pose for you, you don't have to have your legs so far out. You can have them any distance out that works for you. Sit tall, however you have managed to find your own personal straddle. Sit tall. Lift through the spine, through the top of the head. Reach up with the top of the head. And let's take our hands to the top of the thighs. The right hand slides towards the ankle. The body comes over sideways. And the other hand comes up and over. Side stretch, feel it in the side ribs, the armpit. Reach up, come back up, hands to the thighs. Slide the other way now, slide that left hand down towards the left ankle. Right arm up and over, stretch, side stretch through the armpit, through the elbow. Feel it in the wrist, in the palm of the hand. Spread your fingers wide. But also feel the stretch in your side ribs and down towards your waist. Let's come up. And over we go again. Stay here as you stretch the left side. Stretch, stretch, stretch and breathe. Up. Let's do it the last time. Over to the other side. Stretch and breathe. Up we come. Beautiful. Let's put the hands in the front of the hips, somewhere on the ground. Find a good place for your hands where you feel like it's nice support for the body as you bend the elbows and bring the body a little closer to the ground. Be very easy with yourself. Don't overstretch. Don't expect that it's going to be your face right down to the floor the first time. You may only go an inch or two, and that's fine. That's where you are at right now. Respect your body's limits. Work with your breath more than anything else. Connect the movement. Let the breath lead the movement. One more time. Let's bend the elbows. Bring the face a little bit close to the floor. And push back. Walk your hands halfway back up. And then we're going to walk our hands over to the right leg. One hand on either side of the knee. And just bow your head over your knee. If you want, you can reach your fingers towards your foot. And then move your hands to the floor, halfway up, walk back to the center, and let's do 3 or 4 dips down in the middle. This is a little bit different from the side stretch. This is more of a direct aim down, forward fold over the straddled legs. Halfway up. Walk your hands over to your left leg, one hand on either side of the knee. Bow your head over that knee. If you want, you can reach your hands towards your foot or your toes. hands to the floor, push yourself halfway up, walk back to the front. Dip down, push back, forward, and back, and down, all the way up now. Bring those legs in. Let's bring the feet together, a little butterfly sit. Bring your soul to soul seat. Toes aligned, heels aligned. Let the knees drop down. You can always put a pillow under the knees if that helps you, if you need that support. And otherwise, we're just going to look down at our feet and see if we can open them up like a book. Make them open up just like a book, flat. Take your fingertips and rub across the arch of the foot in the middle. Let's go to the big toes and pull them back. Now the index toe, pull it back, just a gentle pulling back, just a little stretch of the tissue in the toes. A little gentle stretch. You got issues in your tissues. All right, bring those knees up. Take a minute to just wrap your arms around your legs and tuck your head into that little cave right there between your knees and your chest. For a little private time, close your eyes and let all your stress dissipate. Drift in your inner universe with peace and calm, creativity, gentleness, acceptance, and love. Beautiful. From this position, come on over to hands and knees. Table position. Make sure your wrists are right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. Fingers really working, pushing the fingertips down into the floor, especially your index and your thumb, where that supports the wrist. We're just going to lift the face and lift the tailbone and let the middle of the back really sink down like a hammock between your shoulders and your hips. And then arch the middle of the back up, drop the head, drop the tailbone down. We have our cow position with the face up, and our cat position with the middle of the back up and the tailbone and head down. Cat and cow, back and forth. Take your time. Be sure to breathe as you move. And as you get a little bit more loosened up, maybe the pace picks up and you go faster. It's certainly optional. Let's look left and right around our shoulder. Look for the hip, stick the hip out. Back and forth, left and right. Keep breathing. Look for the hip around your shoulder, each side. Come back to neutral and cat and cow some more. Nice. All right, come down onto your elbows. Do the same movement, but down on your elbows. It's a little bit different kind of a sway, an arch mechanism in the spine. A little bit different emphasis on where the curves are as you curve down, sway up. Okay, we're going to do a Achilles heel stretch. So you're on your hands and knees. If you want, you can come down on your elbows. Stretch your right foot back and put the toes on the ground. And then push back through the straight leg, stretching the calf muscle, stretching the Achilles tendon, and stretching the heel and the arch of the foot. If you really keep your legs super straight, which I recommend, you'll feel it all the way up into the knee material, into the knee tissues, the back of the knee especially. Stretch it back, push it back, keep breathing. Keep pushing it back, keep breathing. Oh, nice. All right, let that leg just drift up into the air. Let it go very, very high. You can bend the knee and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Sort of like a mule kick. Kick it out. Kick. 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 And bring the knee down. Let's go for pose of a child. Stretch your hips back towards your heels. Forehead to the mat. And reach your fingertips away from your shoulders. Come back up onto your elbows, bring the other toe onto the ground, extend the leg out, put the toe on the ground, push back. Stretching the Achilles tendon, the heel, the arch of the foot, but also the calf, and all the way up into the knee. Straighten that leg if you can, push back through the heel. Keep breathing, keep pushing back. You need at least 30 seconds pushing back here for the leg to really feel the stretch. Make a difference in your flexibility and in the functioning of your tendons in your foot. Let everything loosen up, lengthen, and get good circulation through there. Pushing back, keep breathing. All right, let's let that leg drift up as high as it'll go. Reach it way up into the sky. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend, straighten. And now make it more like you're kicking your leg out, like a mule kick. Kick out. Kick, 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 kick. All right, bring your knee down. Let's do a wide-legged pose of a child. Ease back. Take a rest. Push yourself back up, and we're going to resume cat and cow back into our table position. Arch and sway. Keep that flexibility vibrant and alive through the spine. Turn your toes under and let's do a downward dog. We're going to do a gentle, easy downward dog. Just lift up onto your feet and hands, lifting the hips up high, dropping the head down low, and just hang out here for a moment. Sink into your position. Lift the hips up and push them back. Push away with your hands, push away with your shoulders. Drop the head between your arms. Back down onto your knees. And let's sit in hero pose for a moment. Sitting on the heels. If this pose doesn't work for you, you can put a cushion underneath your knees or underneath your rear end, or you can just not sit in this position if this doesn't work for you. Any position sitting is fine. We're going to bring the arms out. Get away from the sofa a little bit. Bring the arms out and up. Stretch it up. Breathe in. Put our hands down. Bring it up. Breathe in. And out. Arms out to the side. And go ahead and let them move like water waves on the ocean. Use your shoulders. Use your arms. Keep the torso a little bit stable in the middle. Let the shoulders and arms do all the work. Let them come a little bit bigger, a little taller, coming up into big waves. And out to the side, stretch them back and forward. Back, look up at the ceiling. Forward, look down at your hips. Breathe in and out. And in and out. Cross your elbows now and wrap your arms into the eagle position. Lift your hands up and sink them down. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now push them straight in front. Hold them strong. Reach wide. Reach forward, look down. Reach wide and back. Breathe in, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, look down at your hips. Bring your fingers together. Breathe in and out. This time, as we bring our arms in, we're going to wrap the eagle the other way and lift and sink. Breathe in and out. Bring it level and hold right here. Keep breathing. Unwrap. Stretch them wide. And up overhead, stretch them tall. Bring the hands right down in front of your knees and bring your forehead down to the floor by your knees. Push it up. Bring it down. Lift up. Working the back. Up. Breathe. 5 more. Down. And up. 4 more. Down. And up. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, down and up. Nice. Let's come over onto our backs. Bring the knees into a bent position, heels close to the hips. Just place them on the ground, close to your hips. And take a minute to sort yourself out. Make sure you're nice and balanced on the floor. We're going to let the arms go out to the side like a capital letter T. Palm up. Drop both knees to the left. And we're just hanging out here for a moment. Let your hips and your lower back release. Release, release, release. Don't anticipate the next move. Just be here now with your breath and your relaxation. Bring the knees up and all the way over to the other side. Release and relax. ready, you can bring your knees up and bring them all the way to your chest. Let's bring the hands to the knees and just squeeze and release a few times. Let your knees go wide if you want to. Let them go wide. Opening up the pelvis, releasing all those inner thigh muscles that want to keep everything tight. Just let it be loose for a moment. Great. Bring the knees together and we're going to cross the right leg over the left. Just cross your legs and then both legs are going to come to the left. Arms out to the side. Let both legs come to the left and release here. Let go of your lower back, hips. Make any modifications in the pose that works for you. Turn your head to the left. Just ask the body to let go any tension that you feel. Breathe there into that spot that's talking to you. And roll back onto your back. Hands on your knees. Squeeze and release a few times. Open the knees, let them go as wide as they want to go. Hold right there, relax. And bring them together again. Cross the other way. Left knee over the right. Both knees go to the right, all the way to the floor. Spiral twist. Release and relax. Roll onto your back. Let's stretch those legs up to the ceiling. Stretch the arms up. Circle the ankles. Circle the wrists. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Flex and point. Flex the ankles and the wrists. Point. Flex and point. Flex. Flex and hold, bend the knees down, push it up. Let's go 10, push it up. 9, push it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, push it up. 2, push it up. And 1, push it up. Bring your hands down, out to the side. And we're just going to crisscross the legs. Open, crisscross the other way. Open, criss, open, cross, crisscross, crisscross. Breathe. Breathe with a lot of vitality, a lot of vigor here. Let's see if we can get some energy building in the body. Three more. Okay, bend your knees and straighten fast. Bend your knees, straighten fast. Bend your knees, straighten so fast that you almost pick your hips off the ground a little bit. Whew. Kicking into the sky, bringing energy into the legs. On one more time. And bend the knees, walk the feet out, stretch your arms overhead, stretch your toes the opposite direction, long body stretch, big inhalation, stretch your rib cage as big as it can get as you breathe in and stretch your hands overhead. You can make those yawn sounds. Make it work for you, and then find your deepest relaxation. Just let go, sink into a lovely savasana, connecting your body's weight into the floor. Relax, but keep your awareness on your breath and your energy in your body. Bend the knees and put the heels close to the hips. Bring your hands alongside the body, fingers point towards your heels, and lift your hips up. If you want, you can walk your shoulders together under your upper back, clasp your hands together under your tailbone, and then you have a nice foundation from which you can push up even higher with the hips. Squeeze the buttocks and lift 1 or 2 inches higher. Keep breathing, nice, long, slow, deep, full breaths here. Push your heels down into the floor. Squeeze your buttocks together. All right. Release your arms and unwind. Bring your one vertebrae at a time down on the floor, starting at the neck, upper back, mid back, lower back, and hips. Once everything is down, let's bring those knees to the chest one more time. Hands on the knees, squeeze and release. All right, bring just both hands to your left knee and squeeze that into your chest. Let your right leg stretch out on the floor. Squeeze that left knee into your chest and then reach it up. See if you can get your leg straight up from your hip like a lamp post, but if your knee's a little bent, that's okay, no worries. Don't worry about it. Gently bring the leg a little closer to your face. And retreat. Go back to your comfort zone. Stretch the back of the leg and retreat. One more time. Bend the knee down. Both knees to your chest. Squeeze and release a couple times. Both hands on your right knee now. Stretch your left leg way out on the floor, all the way out. Squeeze that right knee into the chest. And then straighten the leg and see if you can get it to be straight up from your hip socket, like a lamp post. If it's a little bent, that's okay, don't worry about it. Reach with your hands and gently urge the leg closer to your face, back to vertical. Feel a gentle stretch in the back of the leg towards your hips. Hold the stretch. Bend the knee into the chest. Both knees into the chest. Squeeze and release. And put the heels close to the hips on the ground. Wiggle your toes and pull the heels away from your hips. Reach your arms straight up to the ceiling. Bring your head off the mat. One slow sit up. Up, 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 up. Bring the body up. let's get ready to downward dog again. We're going to start in the table position. Turn your toes under, pick the knees up, lift the hips up, drop the head between the arms. And let's walk. Take your doggy for a walk. 1 foot up, 1 foot down. Let the hips move left and right. Find a really nice downward dog. Push away with your arms and shoulders. Push away with your hands. Drop your head between your arms. Lift your tailbone up and back. Release your neck. Let your neck be completely relaxed. Walk your feet a little closer to your hands. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet. And find yourself in a forward fold. Ragdoll, just hang from your hips. Arms loose, neck relaxed. Bring both hands over to your right ankle. Bring your nose to your right knee. And swing the arms around. Both hands to the left ankle, nose to the knee. Back to the middle. Bend your knees, hands on your knees, push yourself up, walk up the thighs, and slowly find yourself easing into mountain pose. Standing tall, reaching up, breathe in. Exhale, let the arms come down. Bend the knees a little bit. Let's just swing, keep your knees bent. Swing your arms around and put a little bounce in your knees. Swing the arms, bounce in the body. All right, let's do like we're going to saw. So get a good stance on your feet. Put one hand on your knee, and you're going to reach forward and back. Sawing. Really work on it. It's hard. Pushing forward, really with a lot of vigor, oof, but also bringing it back with a lot of vigor so that the elbow swings back. Breathe. Keep going. Ready, and slow it down. Come stand tall again. Switch your weight. Bring your hand to the other knee. And saw with the other hand. Let's go. Keep going. Keep breathing. You with me? Okay, slow it down. And bring your weight centered on both feet. And back to mountain pose. Put your feet really close together here, right under your hips. Tuck your tailbone under, tuck your tummy in. Shine your soul forward. Let your heart radiate all your love forward. Sternum rises. Shoulders go back and down. Lift from the top of the head. Tuck that belly in. A lot of energy in the legs, vibrant in the thighs, the knees, calves, the feet, all alive, bringing energy up. Lift your arms out to the side and up. Breathe in. Reach up. Keep reaching up with the left hand. Let the right hand drop. Watch it drop. Let it slowly start to hang next to your leg. Look at it down there. Carefully and gently cast your eyes upward to look at your upper hand. And carefully and gently look down at your lower hand. Watch it rise. Watch it rise all the way up. Stretch it up. Breathe in. Keep reaching up with your right hand. The left hand starts to sink. Watch it sink. Let it hang next to your leg. Look down at it down there. Reach up with the upper hand. Carefully and gently look up at your upper hand. And slowly, carefully gaze down at your lower hand. It starts to rise. Watch it rise. Reach both hands straight up. Breathe in. Arms out to the side and down. Bend your knees. Put your feet a little bit wider. Bend your knees. Let's go for a swim. Let's try doing the backstroke. Bring your face up. Bend your knees. Nice. Okay, we're going to stretch the legs a little bit more from a standing position. So stand in a straddle. So the legs are out and the toes are pointing about 45 degrees. And we're going to forward fold, bring the hands to the floor in front of the feet. Let your neck relax. Walk your hands around towards the right foot. Hands on the floor, one on either side of the right foot. Turn both feet to look to the left. Bring your nose or your forehead towards your shin. Walk your hands back in front. Pivot your feet around. Forward fold. Walk your hands over to the right. One hand on either side of your right foot. Pivot your feet around so both feet are pointing to the right. Nose to the knee or forehead to the shin. And then walk your hands back in front. Pivot your feet around. Forward fold. Hands on the floor. Walk your feet just a little wider, toes and heels, get them a little bit wider. Let's bend one knee and then the other. Shift your weight from one foot to the other. Okay, put your left hand in the middle and your right hand is going to reach for the ceiling. Look up at your right hand. Bringing it down, switching hands. Now the other hand reaches for the ceiling. Look up at the ceiling or your hand as much as you're comfortable with. And bring it down. Bring your feet in just a little closer, and let's see if we can go from this position, forward fold in a straddle stand, into our yoga squat or the crow pose. Bringing the knees wide and the elbows inside the knees. Hands to prayer pose. Feet flat on the floor. And push against your hands, push against your knees, knees push against your elbows. And all of that dynamic energy brings the torso up, 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 up. Lift the top of the head up. Hold. Wonderful pose for widening the hips, connecting with your root chakra, and aligning everything in the body. Spine, hips, shoulders, arms, legs, neck, everything aligned. From here, hands come out and around, and just sit back on your tailbone. Bring your legs out in front. Thank you so much for joining me today. For our last few minutes, let us do a little bit of breath work. We'll do the 5-8, 5-8, 5-8 breath that I enjoy so much. So we'll breathe in for 8 counts, hold in for 5 counts, breathing out for 8 counts, and hold empty for 5 counts. During the time when you're empty, you may choose to experiment with sucking in your belly up into your rib cage. It sometimes helps to grab a hold of your knees to have a little bit of something to push against to bring that up. If you do that, before it's time to inhale, be sure you release and let the belly come back to its normal position before you try to breathe in. So let's begin by breathing in together and exhale everything out. And we begin with inhaling. I'll count for 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. I'm supposed to stop at 8. Hold full for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue breathing on your own counting. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga today. I am so inspired by each and every one of you. You give me so much hope, so much peace, so much contentment, so much encouragement. And I hope I can repay some of that back to you in just the smallest amount. Namaste. The divine in me recognizes and salutes the divine in you. Take care of yourself. I will see you soon. Thank you very much for joining me.